If you're on the wrong path, it doesn't matter how hard you try, right? A lot of times, and I've seen it in my own life, early on in life, before I sort of started following my internal guidance system, I was traveling a path that my internal guidance system would not have me travel. And as a result, I was encountering all sorts of frustrations on that path, right? And my life was just growing in more and more and more misery. And my solution to that was to try harder, right? It was like, you know what, maybe I'm just not trying hard enough. And so I just kept grinding and grinding and grinding and trying to make this path work, when in reality, I didn't need to try harder. I needed to shift paths, right? I needed to do something different. There was something that my internal guidance system was telling me to do that I wasn't doing. And that was what was making the misery increase more and more and more, right? There was a greater gap inside of me where one thing my internal guidance system was telling me to do something, and then on the other end I was doing something else, right? My external actions were not aligned with my internal guidance system, and that was causing all of this discord in my life. And so again, the solution wasn't try harder in those external actions, it was to align those external actions with my internal guidance system. And as I did that, all of a sudden life became easier, right? It became harder in the sense that I had to encounter fear and false narratives within, right? Those things that told me, well, if I make that shift, everything's gonna fall apart, or what will people think of me, right? It was more difficult in that because I had to encounter those things and walk forward into what my internal guidance system was guiding me into despite those things. However, it was much easier from the standpoint of, man, life's not this slog and this grind, and I'm not lacking in energy and enthusiasm and thinking, why the heck am I doing this? What am I doing? What's going wrong? All of these things, right? I had much more clarity down this path and much more fulfillment and satisfaction down this path, which made all the difference, despite the fact that life was still difficult.